Hi, everybody. This is a tutorial for you guys with reteaching 14.6, okay, on box plots. So if you're having a little trouble, you can go ahead and watch this video. I'm actually going to do the reteaching page with you. So you're going to need to pause at this point, and you are going to need to read steps 1 through 5, and then we'll go ahead and get started with the lesson. So go ahead and pause now, reading steps 1 through 5. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and use all of those steps to solve the problems 1 through 5. Now, please know I actually use number 5 to do some of the problems 1 through 4 to kind of help me along so I can have a visual or a conceptual model. All right, so we're going to take this data set right here. We have these numbers right here, and we are going to need to put those in order from least to greatest. All right, so from 0 to 10. If you do not put your data in order from least to greatest, you are not going to get any of your answers correct. All right. So now we need to go to number 2 and we need to find the median. All right. So I kind of found it helpful right here to take my data set and go ahead and make my number line right here, like it said to do in step 1. All right. So I have 0 through 10 and I have 5 right in the middle. And I have discovered that 5 is my median. And if you're not quite sure what the median is, you can definitely go back to your previous topics with the lesson that was taught on median and figure that out. All right, so now we know 5 is the median, and how do we know? It is halfway between 0 and 10. So the scale that we have with the spacing of the numbers right here, we can tell that 5 is directly between 0 and 10. 0 being our minimum and 10 being our maximum, okay, which then takes me to number 3. What is the minimum and the maximum? So if you've made this number line right here, you know that 0 is going to be your minimum number and 10 is going to be your maximum number. All right. And what is the first quartile and the third quartile? So at this point, you might be thinking, ooh, I don't remember that. So you may need to go back and you're going to want to look up, find the value that is halfway between the minimum and the median. Okay. This is the first quartile. So we're going to take our minimum, which is 0, and we're going to look from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And here's our median right here where we're going to stop. So what do we have between 0 and 4 that's right in the middle? Okay, so what we have between 0 and 4 is we have 2. So 2 is going to be the number that is going to be our first quartile. And then you can see we've made a box right here, and that represents the first quartile, kind of like in the example that you can see right here. All right, then what is the third quartile? So third quartile, well, go back and read the directions. Find the value that is halfway between the median and the maximum. That is the third quartile. So from 6 to 10, we have 8 that is right in the middle between 6 and 7 and 9 and 10. So 8 is our third quartile. And you can see we've drawn a box using the median and the number 8, okay? And this is therefore your box plot. All right. And then it says draw a box plot for the data. So we've kind of already done that along the way. I told you to do that number line 0 through 10. That would be helpful. Remember we got those numbers right here from this data set. All right. We found our median and drew a line right here. Then we made a box for our first quartile. And then we used the line from the median to make our third quartile box. And then we have our lines going right here with the end point at 0 for the minimum and a line from the third quartile box to 10, our maximum. All right. So if you have any questions, make sure that you always go back and look at the directions and use examples that you have on your reteaching page. And if you need any further instruction, make sure you email your teacher and ask those questions. All right. Thanks. Bye.